Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Risk-free yoga flow will challenge your strength and your balance. If you have hand or wrist issues, this class will give you an opportunity to practice your postures without any down dogs or chaturangas. Instead, we'll use the legs and the core to transition through this flow. So grab your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin by standing at the top of our mat and bring your feet about maybe 1 to 2 fist distance apart. Make sure your toes are facing the front, so we go down, we look at how they are. We don't go by how they feel, but how they look. And just open up those palms towards the front, open up the heart, finding your mountain. Pull the ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And then soften the knees. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose and a nice slow exhale through the nose. And continue that pattern, inhaling and exhaling, slow, gentle, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Notice if you're leaning more towards one side of the body than the other, more weight on one leg than the other. Just try to center yourself. Feel the crown of the head reaching higher up to the sky, lengthen through the body. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. And then back to your regular breathing. Go ahead and bring your palms together to heart space, lifting the elbows but relaxing the shoulders. You're going to inhale, press the palms together, reach them up overhead. Exhale, palms back to heart space. And again, inhale, press the palms together, reaching them up. And exhale all the way back to heart space. Sweep the arms down around by the hips, up and to the sky. Relax the shoulders into place, nice and tall. Slowly side bend to the right. Reaching the arms, finding your breath. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale to the left. On your next inhale, rise up. And then exhale over to the right again. This time, take the right palm and place it on the right thigh, reaching that left arm over the head. Feeling the lengthening, the stretch up the left side of the body. Using that right hand for support on the thigh, slide a little deeper. On your next inhale, bring both arms up to the sky. Relax the shoulders. And then exhale over to the side, left side, reaching it. Turn your palm, left palm down, place it next to the thigh for support. Sliding that arm down the thigh. Check in with the arches of the feet, pressing them into the floor. On your next inhale, we'll reach up, both arms coming up to the sky. And then exhale, palms to heart space. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Place them on the hips. Open up that heart. Now you're going to stick your hips backwards and start to forward fold, but keep a flat spine. Feel the lengthening through the back of the legs. Pull the belly in and then inhale all the way back up. If you feel any tension in the low back, feel free to turn the palms in and down on the low back and then try that again. Lowering down, pulling the elbows in, and then come all the way up. Now, if you'd like to go deeper, if you don't have any low back issues, you can. Otherwise, keep the hands there. Other two options. Second one is to inhale up, and then exhale, swan dive down. And again, you can keep the hands at the hips, the low back. I'm going to keep a nice flat back as I lean just to protect my low back and my bulging disc. And you can have your hands on your thighs or your shins. And then slowly come up all the way. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart. And then just stand nice and tall. Find your open heart. Find your mountain again. Now you're going to reach the arms out to the side. And then take your right elbow under the left, crisscross at the elbow, and find your eagle arms. If this is too much, feel free to place your hands on your shoulders and just stack the elbows. A little up and down with those arms. Good. And then hold them at shoulder level and try to keep your elbows at shoulder level as you sit down into a chair, Utkatasana. And yes, the feet are still apart. Maybe bring your thumb towards your forearm, or if your hands are stacked, again, you can just try to keep your elbows up. And then slowly draw the elbows towards the left knee. Inhale, come all the way back up, standing tall. Unwind the arms, extend them out to the side, and let them drift next to the body. Open up that heart, realign. Notice the energy starting to run through the body, the difference. Extend the arms out, shoulder level. Left elbow under right this time, eagle arms opposite side. Or you can stack your hands on the shoulders, gentle up and down, checking in with those shoulders. And then find that shoulder level, eagle arms, and then start to sit into your chair pose. Building some heat in the body, pull that belly into the spine. Option now again to twist to the right. On your next inhale, lift up, straighten the legs all the way up, and then unwind the arms. Extend them out to the side, let them drift down. Finding your mountain again. Take a breath in, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, palms to heart space. We're going to bring in some bigger movements. So we're going to take the right foot back, warrior one. Step back with the right foot, planting the outside edge of your right foot into the mat. Extend the legs up, bending into that left knee. Option to bring the palms together. And then we're going to open to cactus arms. Find that open heart, feel the legs. Notice where your weight is on both legs even. Let's twist to the left. And then as you're twisting, start to extend your arms to the front and back of the mat. Feel the outside edge of your right foot pushing into the edge of the mat, outside edge of that mat. Bringing the palms back together, twist the upper body to the front. Now we're going to use your core and your strength. Lean slightly forward, pull your heel off the floor, pull that leg all the way up forward, standing tall, one-legged, and then place it on the floor. To mountain, open up that heart and find your breath. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Let's go to the left. Left foot back, warrior one, draw those arms up and back. Think about your posture, option to touch the fingers or the palms for a moment if you'd like. And then we open to cactus arms. Find your breath. Pushing into the outside edge of that left foot, twist to the right, and extend the arms to the front and back of your mat. Find your breath, and then bring the palms together, leaning forward. Peel your back heel off the floor, and then very slowly pull it up. See if you can stand on one leg, and then release to mountain. Nice and tall. Let's take a breath in, reach it up. On your exhale, step back, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, opening it up. Turn your whole body to the right side of your mat, bending into that right knee. And find your breath. Open it up, level out. Look over those left fingers, make sure you can see your big toe on the left side. Now you're going to flip your left palm up. Take your right hand arm and bend the elbow and just place the forearm behind the back. And then start to lengthen and lift, reverse warrior, reaching to the sky with the left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Now take your left forearm, bring it to your thigh. Take your right arm up to the sky for side angle, and then reach your right arm to the front of your mat over your ear. That whole arm. Reaching, reaching. Now here's the fun part. Come up nice and tall with the upper body, bring the palms together, and twist the upper body to the front. Use your core strength and your leg strength to bring that back leg forward. Single leg stance. And place the foot on the floor. Find your mountain. Starting to get some heat in that body. Take a deep breath in. Reach it up, left side back, exhale, warrior two. So open it up. Looking over those right fingertips, check in with the right big toe. Sending that front knee forward, but you're still pushing into the back left foot. Good. Turn your right palm up, and then bend your left elbow. Bring your hand behind your back, as long as it doesn't bother your shoulder, and then start to reach up to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Right arm is up. You're breathing. Then you're going to take your right forearm, bring it to the thigh, keeping that heart open. Reach your left arm to the sky. And then start to reach it over your ear to the front of your mat. Feel the lengthening in the whole left side of the body. Feels so good. Let's bring the upper body back up, palms together. Twist the upper body towards the front. Lean into it. Use that strength. Maybe you have to put your toe on the floor for balance. That's okay. And bring it up. And then release to mountain. Open it up. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice if your heart's beating a little more, if you're starting to get warm. Tune into the breath. We're going to add some together and add on to what we're doing so far. So now we're going to take a breath in, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders into their sockets on that exhale. And on your next inhale, you'll take your right foot back to crescent. So you're going to balance on the ball of the foot and find your crescent, start to tilt, lean, open to the back. Find your breath. And then from here, we're going to pivot into warrior two. Rotating down. See if you can go a little deeper. Maybe the legs step a little wider. Open up. Check in with your hips and your heart. They're facing the right side of your mat. Make sure you can see your big toe. And then we're going to bend the right arm, bring it behind the back. Left arm comes up. Turn your palm to the back side. Slide into that reverse warrior again, but bending deeper into that front knee. And then windmilling that forearm to the thigh. Right arm up, over the ear, side angle. Find your breath. Windmill it all the way up, straighten the front leg, bend the back knee, and then very slowly step forward, find your single leg stance. So it's a big move, going straight to a balance, and then release to mountain. Sometimes it's easier said than done, and we have to practice. Find your breath. Sometimes after a very challenging posture, or if it wasn't challenging for you, you can still just use this as a calming moment. And if it was, we just ground into the earth, feel the feet touching. We're going to inhale the arms up. Relax the shoulders into place. Find your nice tall posture. Take a breath in, and then left foot back, crescent lunge. Opening it up. That left foot is back. You're breathing. Feeling that opening up of that whole left hip. And then Virdrasana 2, Warrior 2. Open it up to the side. Pivoting. Looking over your right fingertips. Check in with that right big toe that you can see it. The knee is drawing towards the pinky toe. You're breathing. You're going to take your left arm behind your back. Right arm reaching up, reverse warrior. Reaching it back. Each time we go through these postures, these asanas, it gets a little easier. We get a little deeper. Let's bring our forearm to the thigh, right forearm to the thigh, left arm overhead, reaching it. Melt a little deeper. Now we're going to windmill those arms all the way up. Go ahead and straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. Use your upper body to start to twist and come forward, bringing that left leg up, maybe palms at heart. And then find your mountain. So again, check in with your toes. Make sure they're facing the front. Nice and tall. Feel your feet grounding into the earth. Now we're going to be taking a step back with our right foot, but it's a smaller step. Maybe only about a foot back. And both legs are going to stay straight. Both feet are still facing pretty much to the front. There's a very slight angle on that back right foot for pyramid. Let's place our hands on the hips. Now you're going to slowly start to hinge forward at those hips, keeping a flat back until you start to feel that stretch to the left side of that hamstring, the left leg. Make sure you soften the toes. Now, so you might be able to move your hands to the thighs or even the shins if you want to hold on to something. You can reach a little forward. You can bring your nose to your knee if you'd like. You can even bring your fingertips to the floor. If you don't want to use your hands or wrists, just crisscross your arms on the shin for support. One more breath. And then slowly roll yourself up, bring the hands back to the hips, and we stand tall in our pyramid. And breathe. Soften that front left knee, bend it slightly. Now you're going to take a bigger step back with the right foot, and we're going to open up the feet, bring the palms to heart space, and find your yogi squat. And it's okay if your back is to me. And then you're going to rise up, straightening the legs. Bring your arms out to cactus arms. And then bend the knees again. Find your goddess. Bringing the palms together at heart space. You're going to straighten the left leg and lean over to the right side in a sideways lunge. Shift to the front of your mat, coming to the sideways lunge the opposite way. One more time, lunge to the back, bending your right, straightening your left. And one last time, lunge to the front. Good. Coming back to center, both knees bent. Find your goddess. Inhale, rise up. Star, extend the arms. Turn your left foot to the front of the mat. Palms to heart space. Bend your front left knee. Big core move, bring that knee up again. Find that balance. Balance, so much fun, right? And then release to mountain. Nice and tall. Check your toes, make sure they're pointing to the front. We have to look down at them. Open that heart. Find your posture. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart space. Left foot back, find your pyramid. And then bring your hands to your hips. Good. And just notice where your feet are. One side might have been easier. You automatically might have gone further. I had to bring my feet a little closer together. And we're going to hinge at the hips. Pyramid. So just find that forward fold. And again, one side hamstrings might be a little tighter than the other. So you're going to feel, by keeping the back straight, you're going to feel the back of that thigh. Take your time. Just hold it. Flat back, start to inch forward. Take a breath or two in your posture and then lower it again. Option to reach the fingertips down. Maybe you have blocks and you want to put your fingertips on the blocks. That works too. Try to relax your hips. You can always cross your forearms on your shin for support or even on your thighs. And then very slowly, just roll all the way up, nice and tall. Hands back on those hips. Soften or bend that front knee just slightly, and then take a step back further with your left foot and find your yogi squat. It's just a wide yogi squat. We're not going super deep, because then we're going to open the arms and find our goddess. And breathe. Bringing the heart, hands to heart. You're going to straighten the right leg, hinge to the left. And then the other side. Good, back to the back of your mat. If you want to bring your toe up at the front, you can. Get a little deeper into those inner thighs. One more time, hinging to the front, pulling the back toe up. And then we come back to center. Find your goddess. And then inhale to star. Turn your right foot to the front, bend the knee, palms together, pivot, twist. Come on, take your time, find your balance, use the leg strength. And then your mountain. And breathe. So legs are getting a little warmer. Find your mountain. Check your toes. Look forward. Inhale, reach the arms straight up in front of you. And then slide those shoulder blades down and back on your exhale. Keeping the arms up. Shift your weight to the left foot. Lift the right and step back to warrior one with the right foot back. And just open it up. So a lot of control here, using our legs, our core. Now we're going to stay with the legs just how they are. Keeping the spine nice and strong. Start to lean and reach forward. Reaching, reaching. Feel the weight shift to the front heel. And then inhale, rise up. Again, keeping the back straight, keeping the knee bent. We're going to do that 2 more times. Hinge at those hips, stick that butt back a bit. Reaching forward is good for the glutes. Inhale, lift up. And again, exhale, reach. The last one. And inhale, lift up. Relax those shoulders. Last of that one. Now we're going to peel our back heel off the floor so you're in a lunge. More of a lunge position using a little balance. I want you to bend your back knee. Get a little lower to the floor and then straighten out that back knee. Keep the front knee bent. And then again, bend the back knee. Get a little lower. Straighten it out. We got one more because we're doing 3. Bend the back knee. Push through that front heel and straighten the back leg. And breathe. Bring the palms to heart. Lean forward. Big step. Pull that knee all the way up this time. And then release to mountain. Good job. Check your toes. Make sure they're facing the front. Open to mountain. Grounding into the earth. Feel the whole area of the bottom of your feet pressing into the floor. Even the big toe all the way to the little toe. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale the arms straight up to the sky. Exhale the shoulders down. Shift your weight to the right foot and take the left foot back to warrior one. Find your warrior. This is where we find out which leg is stronger, which glute. So staying in that position with your legs, I want you to exhale forward, reaching towards the front of your mat. And then inhale, lift just the upper body. You're going to feel the change in the stretch in that left hip flexor. And again, exhale, reach. Inhale, come all the way up. You got one more. Exhale. And then inhale. Open it up. We're going to take your back heel off the floor, find your lunge. So we're adding a little more balance here. You're going to bend your back knee, staying as tall as you can. We're not going to the floor all the way. And then straighten out the back leg, but keep that front knee bent. And then bend that back knee and straighten. You got one more. Bend that back knee. Embrace any shakiness you have and straighten. Bring the palms to heart space. Lean forward. Put all your weight in that front leg so you can pull that left leg all the way up. Find your balance. And then mountain. Placing both feet flat on the floor. This time you're going to bring your big toes to touch. And you're going to press your thighs together. So nice and narrow. Inhale the arms up as you sit back into Uttanasana, finding your chair. Squeeze those thighs together. Now you're going to put all your weight into your right foot. And then you're going to lift your left and cross it over for a figure four. If you need to stand taller to do that, you can, or if you need to use your hands. We're going to bring our palms to heart space and then start to bend into that right leg for your figure four. Finding your balance, using those muscles, find your breath. Now when we come up, we're going to straighten the right leg, stand tall to a figure four. Then you're going to release the left leg and slide it all the way back behind you to the outside edge. So like you're going into warrior two. Extend it out. Now I want you to straighten out your right leg. Turn your right thumb up and hinge your hips to the back of your mat as you reach forward, working our way to triangle. Keep your shoulders stacked. Place the back of your palm or your forearm against the thigh. And then open up, lifting your left arm to the sky, sinking into your triangle. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then we'll slowly bring the palms together to heart space, coming upward with your upper body. Bend your right knee. Pivot to the front of the mat. You know the drill. Bring that leg up. Pull it up. See if you can bring it up to the, hold it 90 degrees. And then place it on the floor. Big toes together. Squeeze your thighs. Inhale the arms up. And down into chair pose. Finding your balance. Let's hold in here. Breathe. Now shift all your weight into the left leg. If you need to stand a little taller to get there, you can. You're going to lift your right foot off the floor and cross it over your left thigh. Bring your palms to heart space. Find your balance. Feel that nice stretch, bending into that left knee. Slowly straighten your left leg. Stand as tall as you can, opening up that right knee, figure four. Then release the right leg and step it back. Coming to warrior two. Extend into it, open it up. And then straighten your left leg, left thumb up. Reach to the front of your mat. Hinge your hips to the back. Bring the forearm or the back of the hand to the inner thigh or the calf, and then open up, triangle, reaching the right arm to the sky. Find your breath. One more breath. And then you'll bring your palms together at heart center, start to come upward, bending that front knee. Turn your upper body to the front of the mat first. Take it slow. Bring that right leg up. That was a tough one for me on that side. My left is not as strong as my right. And then bring the foot to the floor. And then stand tall. Find your mountain. And breathe. Yes, give it a shake. Give it a shake. Sometimes we get a little tense with all that balance, but did you like how we transitioned to that triangle? You did very well. Trying out of our balanced posture, it gets our mind off of things. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms to the sky, and then exhale, palms to heart space. Now we are going to move to the floor. The goal is not to use your hands. If you need to, feel free. And I'm going to use my dominant leg to lower myself. So whatever your dominant leg is the one you'll use to lower. And then I'm taking my left leg back onto the floor as I lower down, bending the knee, tucking it under, and shifting to my left hip. If you need to go on the right, that's fine. And then I'm just pulling my right leg across the thigh. So however you need to get there is fine. And then we're going to wrap both arms nice and tight around the knee and maybe hold on to the triceps and then just sit up nice and tall. And make sure both butt cheeks are on the floor, both glutes. So you're stretching that glute of the knee that's up. And you're breathing. Nice and tall. Now from here, you're going to open up the arms, hold them wide. Use your core to very slowly unwind your legs, bringing them out front, and then slide your opposite leg under. So whatever leg you were just hugging, that's the one you're going to slide underneath the other leg. And then bring the opposite leg. And now you can use your arms to pull that knee into the chest. So now I have my left up. And then wrap your arms. Maybe hold your triceps and hug the knee in. So now you're stretching the opposite glute and hip. It just feels so good. Slowly release the arms. Keep them out to the side and unwind those legs. And then go ahead and straighten out the legs. You can do a little hip scoot, finding your Dandasana, but the arms are still out. Let's find our cactus arms. Nice and tall. And then twist to your right. Feel that right elbow pulling back. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, rotate through the center to the other side, pulling that left arm back. And notice how one side you can twist further than the other. That's okay. And then we're going to inhale and exhale to the center. And then inhale the arms up. And then exhale, bending the elbows, reaching both hands behind the back. And you can hold on to the wrists, forearms, or elbows, whatever feels good to you. And then just start to hinge forward. And just give those legs a shake. And we're going to inhale, lift. And then you're going to release the arms from behind the back. And go and hug your right knee into the chest. And again, wrap those arms around, sit up tall. And then you can let that leg fall open to the side. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, fold. You can reach forward, just having those fingertips reach towards the front of the mat. And look down at your knee and just hover your body up above. Arms are still reaching, they're not touching anything. Just notice where you feel this. Notice if that right arm wants to reach further. How does it change the stretch? Maybe the left arm. Gravity is assisting. One more breath. Feel the belly reaching a little closer to the thigh. When you come to your next round and you're on your inhale, come up with your inhale. And then exhale the arms out to the side. Go ahead and bring your right leg straight. And you can bring your left leg in. We're going to give it a hug. Squeeze it. And then let it just fall open. Sitting up tall. Notice the difference on this side. We're going to inhale the arms up. And then exhale, reaching them forward again. And you just reach out as far as you can. It's okay if you can't go very far. Look at your knee. Your neck is lengthened. You're breathing. Gravity might be assisting, but try to keep that flat spine as you reach forward. Not touching anything. Everything is in the air, just hovering. Might feel a stretch in the hamstrings or the calves, depending on where you have a little more tension. On your next inhale, come up. And exhale the arms out to the side. Go ahead and bring those legs forward. And you're going to bend the knees. And you're going to pull your toes up. Lengthen through the spine. Start to hinge your hips back. Reach for the front of your mat. Now you can stay here in boat, or you can lift your legs off the floor and find your boat pose. Continue breathing. Reach those shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the neck. Embrace that shakiness. Let's find our cactus arms. Now let's go to our eagle arms. Right elbow under left. An option to cross your right leg over the left. If your foot is on the floor, that's fine too. Slowly unwind. Uncross the legs, cactus arms. And then left over right this time. Or was it under? Whatever the opposite was that you just did. And then left over right. Find your breath. And then slowly unwind the arms, uncross the legs, cactus arms. Hopefully your core is getting a little warm here. Embrace any shakiness. And then inhale, pull the knees in, wrap the arms around nice and tight. Hold the wrists, forearms, or elbows. Maybe having the feet off the floor. And then we're going to release and slowly, you don't try not to use your arms, lower yourself all the way onto the floor. And then bring your feet flat on the floor, walking them in. Let your arms just rest on the floor next to your heels or close to them. And then gently press into the floor, lifting to a bridge. Try not to let your knees fall open. And then we're going to slowly lower the hips all the way down, back to the floor. And then find your cactus arms, bringing the backs of the hands to the floor, elbows are bent. And then walk your feet all the way together so the feet and knees are touching. I want you to shift your hips slightly to the left and then drop both knees to the right and go ahead and turn your head to the left. So your feet and knees are stacked. You can close your eyes, focus on your breath. Feel that nice twist. And you're going to bring your head back to neutral. Slowly start to bring your knees back up. Realign your spine, realign the feet, bring them all the way together and your knees together. And then you're going to shift your hips to the right as your knees drop to the left and let your head turn to the right. And just again, enjoy that nice twist. Find your breath. Inhale and exhale. And then you're going to bring your head back to neutral. Slowly let the knees come all the way back up. Walk them about hip distance apart, keeping the cactus arms. And then press into the feet, find your bridge. And then slowly lower those hips all the way down. We're going to extend the arms overhead, straighten out the legs, full body stretch. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let your legs fall open and bring the arms down next to the body, turning the palms up, opening the heart, and close your eyes for your Shavasana. Notice the energy running through your body. Notice how some of the tension might be gone. Maybe you're less stiff, feel like you can move better, more focused in the brain and the mind. Letting go of the mind chatter. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana longer, or you can try to roll to the side. Try not to use your hands if you are coming up to a seated position. That's the idea here. Finding your Sukhasana, your easy seat, turning the palms up on the thighs, lift and lengthen through the spine, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And then reach the arms out to the side. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Palms together, exhale to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.